right, cool. Let's go.
Coffeezilla.co. I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
A fun game
Oh, wow. I bet there's no risk or liability at all.
that earns you money. How much did you guys make from CryptoZoo?
I lost around $50,000 in CryptoZoo.
I lost $40,000.
I lost around 15,000 US dollars.
What?
I lost $25,000.
Hey, if it was me, I probably would have lost $1 million.
$120,000.
$500,000
Australian,
Half a fucking mil?
which is $500,000 in CryptoZoo.
Shut up! No, you haven't.
Yeah, 500K.
Oh, no.
Today, we're investigating
Holy
Logan Paul's
shit.
Crypto, a blockchain game that made millions but never worked. Some of you guys think you know the story, but it goes so much deeper.
Okay.
I've uncovered sociopaths, billionaires, fake orphans. Did I mention fake orphans? And of course,
Okay, what the fuck is happening?
at the center of it, we have Logan Paul himself, who has abandoned this thing, leaving thousands of fake orphans in his wake. Wait a second. Thousands of victims in his wake. Now, you'll be hearing from some of those people because their stories are heartbreaking. This is the first in a 3-part series that's been a year in the making. And if you like high-effort investigations like this one, please consider supporting this channel on Patreon. I don't take sponsors. We are viewer-supported. So if you want to and are able to, thank you. Either way, enjoy the video.
For the last 6 months,
Damn,
I've been
bro.
working on my own NFT project. We have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like a
Okay, Albert, how many of y'all have heard about this shit before? I have not heard about any of this shit at all. I'm going in completely blind. One thing I know is NFT crypto bad. Social media influencers generally bad. What the fuck is CryptoZoo?
million just because we believe it's going to work. September 1st, coffeezilla.co.
We don't scam.
That's
I've
fine.
never scammed anyone before. Logan cares extremely deeply about his audience, loves his audience, loves his brand, doesn't have to scam to make money.
Surely
Welcome
it's
to
fine.
part 1, the $1 million mystery that began this whole story. Like many people, I first heard about CryptoZoo from a podcast Logan runs called Impulsive, which was the experience of a lot
Yeah, that's the one where Riley Reid deep-throated the microphone, right? Because that shit was so fucking hot.
of people that I spoke to.
So I first heard about it on the Logan Paul podcast.
Impulsive, I think.
It was off one of the Impulsive episodes.
The
Yeah.
thing that I'm most excited for, and this is the first time I've ever said anything about this, for the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. I think there needs to be a fresh take, and this project that I have is that fresh take.
Yo, Joe, this up,
Now
man.
look, at first, I was just as surprised at this pitch as anyone else because I just got finished roasting Logan for a different coin called Dink Doink, which his fans lost money on.
I'm a Dink Doink fan. Dumbest I've ever seen. That's why I'm all in.
It's comedic. It's fun. It's comedy.
What the fuck is Dink Doink?
Now look, I know Logan and his friends tried to make it look like Dink Doink was all about the memes, but it turns out they secretly were tied to the project, and Logan created the Dink Doink character himself and subsequently abandoned that project. So if you invested in it, you got blasted, and Logan rightfully took a lot of heat for Dink Doink, which is why I was surprised when he seemingly immediately jumped into another crypto project. But Logan insisted
It sounded to me that Logan will pretty much do anything that can make him any amount of money whatsoever. It's like a streamer should take Raid Shadow Legend sponsorships. Although I think that's different because I think it's better when streamers take RSL sponsorships because it's taking money away from Polarium. Because nobody's going to download that shit regardless. There ain't no fucking way anybody has ever seen Raid Shadow Legends gameplay and thought, oh yeah, I'll try this. Oh, it's got to be good. Bro, they say themselves the most innovative and groundbreaking game of 2022. There ain't no fucking way, bro.
did CryptoZoo, it was different.
There ain't no
It wasn't
way.
his friend's project this time. It was his. And it wasn't even a project at all. It was a game that could earn you money.
I'm excited to launch my game.
You keep using and you just did it again. You keep using a word there. Game. You're not using like a project. It's a game.
It's a game. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
Now you might be wondering, how's it possible to earn money from a game? Well, let me try to break it down for you. This is how it was supposed to work.
Well, technically, League of Legends is a game that you can use to make money, because all you'll have to do is get Grandmaster. And then once I get Grandmaster, then I'll be invited to the LCS. And then finally, all of my favorite celebrities from League of Legends will finally acknowledge me. And that is my career plan. So I'll drop out of college to pursue professional esports player.
You started by buying this crypto token called Zoo, which is their in-game currency. And you use Zoo coins to then buy egg NFTs, which you can then hatch to become animals.
What?
You then can breed those two animals to become hybrid animals. For example, if you breed a gorilla and a kitten, you get a gore kitty. And the more rare the NFT, the higher the daily yield of Zoo tokens that animal earns you every day. Theoretically, it works like almost like passive income. You can then burn your animal NFTs to release the Zoo they earned back to you.
What the fuck?
And from there, you can invest it into eggs or just cash out. Now, some of you of the Egyptian persuasion might notice some triangular qualities to this.
Oh, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. That stupid ass made a pyramid scheme, bro. How in the fuck? How in the fuck, bro? There's no way.
This game description. But let's not be too quick to judge, because remember, there are a lot of NFT games built on this model. It's called play to earn.
I have not played a single fucking one.
Now, Logan admits that there are other games like his, but what's going to really make his stand out is that other games have randomly generated assets. His game has handmade art.
It's quick to make a digital asset with, you know, unique, randomly generated characteristics. We handmade art for the past 6 months, bro. Approval, very specific notes, 10 different artists making art for our project.
Now, I'll admit, this all...
There ain't no fucking way they can keep up with demand of that. There ain't no fucking way they can keep up with the demand.
Sounds very enticing. Handmade art, a fun game that can earn you money, and one of the biggest influencers in the world backing it. You might think, how can I lose? Which is why when people were told all you had to do to play was buy an egg, people spent millions. Just on the first launch between ETH and Zoo, people bought $2.5 million worth of eggs in the first day. And did I mention the game hadn't even been launched yet? All people were buying was the marketing and the promises. And it wasn't just the NFTs they bought either. The Zoo token also skyrocketed in value, reaching a $2 billion market cap pre-game launch, right? The trading volume was in the tens of millions of dollars per day, which kind of is like Fortnite not coming out, but people trading tens of millions of dollars in V-Bucks every day. That's what this was like. And I know it sounds stupid to buy an influencer project, but you have to understand, people saw Logan as different.
It was Logan Paul at the end of the day. An internet personality that I actually trusted, that I actually kind of believed in.
Hey, chat. Don't trust content creators. Okay? Don't. Because for every one good dude, there's 1,000 bad motherfuckers. And that's just the reality. And I would rather you not trust me and also not trust other content creators than you to believe in me and in turn get fucked by another one. Okay? Just don't, bro. We're all bad people. We're all bad. Trust me, man. Type 1, we're gonna do a test. Type 1 if you trust me. Type 2 if you think I'm a horrible human being. Any tours? Any tours? Any tours? Any tour? Chat, no. Chat, please. Chat, please don't. I'm horrible. I'm telling you. Oh, by the way, I have an announcement, chat. I have not looked at hentai in a week. Let me rephrase that. I have not jerked off to hentai in a week. We are slowly breaking the cycle. We are slowly breaking the cycle.
Obviously, when someone so influential releases something, everyone wants to be a part of it.
I still believe in this.
Holy fuck, this motherfucker was born in 240p. This guy was the original Minecraft Steve.
False fallacy that everyone else started believing that Logan Paul's a changed man.
I thought it was a safe place having a guy like that identified, like Logan Paul being the head of the project.
They had seen this story he had been telling everyone, that he was this reformed influencer, right? That he was no longer a reckless clout goblin just in it for the money.
Yeah.
They thought this time it's different. Logan Paul couldn't possibly scam us, right? But as the game got closer to release, the CryptoZoo team started releasing the first ever photos of these animals. And come to find out, this handmade art story wasn't really true. It was actually Adobe stock photos mashed together. This was the sort of first red flag of this project. And I made a video about it at the time, but it was kind of surface level, and something didn't add up beneath the surface. Something where I just couldn't shut this case down in my head. It was actually part of the announcement video that something they said. See if you can spot it.
We have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like $1 million just because we believe it's going to work.
On development.
Yeah.
That's the line that started this whole mystery. We spent $1 million on development. I couldn't get this out of my head. You know, is he lying? There's no way he expects people to believe he spent it on art. So wait, maybe he spent it on blockchain stuff, right? That's what I thought. But then I audited the smart contract, and it's not handmade at all. It's not even original. It's what's called a fork, a copy of, you know, some other code that exists out there. One of them is called Floki Shib X, which launched before it. So where did this $1 million go? I didn't understand. And Logan just kept repeating this claim.
I mean, I've been following Logan Paul for quite some time. Like, I've known of his existence. I don't say I particularly subscribe to his videos and watch all of his uploads, but I know his story, right? I remember he was in a very, very bad spot, but he has done a very good job of convincing the general public that he's changed, that he's become better than he once was. And a lot of people genuinely believe that. But apparently it just gets worse.
We've put hundreds of thousands of dollars in it. Personally, the whole team, $1 million plus.
Now, at the time I'm looking into this, there's a teaser going around for Hatch Day, which is the day you can hatch your egg NFTs. And it kind of symbolized the true launch of CryptoZoo. So I thought, maybe this is it. Maybe this is where they spent all the money on their game. Even their community manager, Ben Roth, promised people, after Hatch Day, things will take a turn for the 180.
Fucking only 35 reacts, bro. That's it. This game gotta be dead.
So I put Ben Roth on the board too. I needed to know all the characters in CryptoZoo. And I waited. And finally, on November 3rd, 2021, Ben Roth turned out to be right. Things did take a turn on Hatch Day, only for the worse. Let's meet one of the victims, Helicopter Bob, to explain more.
My name is Rob. Helicopter Bob lost just under $7,000 with CryptoZoo.
And the first thing I asked Bob was about his animals, if he was making money with CryptoZoo, how much he made, and if the passive yield worked.
Oh, it never did from the beginning. It wasn't even written into the contract where it showed that you were actually yielding zoo, but there was nothing that was actually, backing that up. There was no way to claim your yield. There never was.
So a game to make money where you can never redeem the money that you quote unquote make. So it was literally just an entire fucking scam. Completely shrouded by fucking fake information and cute PNGs. Ain't no way.
Wait. Play that again. Did you hear that?
There was never a way to redeem the money you got. That is crazy.
No way to claim your yield. There never was.
Hold on. The core mechanic of CryptoZoo, that you can make money with these stupid animals, didn't even work.
So you can't get any of the handmade art because it doesn't exist, and you can't make money off the game where the entire purpose was to make money off of it. That is fucking sane. The levels of which have been stooped to deceive an audience. That is insane. Also, Hisoka, Boop Boop, Lawson, Heather, Karina, Teddy, Tesfer, Offline Chat, RL, Gator Chomp, Sip On Lane, Martin Boy, One Name Kenobi, Frosty Guys, Stephen. Thank you for the follows. Welcome to the channel.
On launch day, and still, to this day, a year later,
still
does not work, is what the investors are saying. Which, this is just crazy. People spent millions of dollars on these eggs. But it even gets worse because I kept talking to people and I discovered something. Because remember I told you you could buy eggs with those zoo coins? Well, apparently they also made it so you could buy them with Ethereum. And on the day of selling, about half of these purchases took place with Ethereum. Only it turns out for the people who spent ETH, not only did the yield part of it not work, did the NFTs not pay you, you also couldn't even hatch them.
So
it gets fucking worse. So everything for the game just doesn't fucking exist? They made a game that you couldn't fucking play? Holy shit.
Acquired a bunch of eggs, and I actually want to play the game. I didn't acquire the eggs with the intent of keeping them. I actually wanted to hatch them and see what I got out of them and play in this ecosystem that's been advertised or whatever, right? And then I can't do anything. It's not showing up on the website. When I can't do my wallet, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm a little baffled. I'm like,
Logan responded to this? Yeah, we're watching Logan's video after we get caught up.
I must be doing something wrong. So I open up a support ticket. I open up a support ticket with CryptoZoo, and Ben Roth is actually the person answering my support ticket. Oh yeah, no, it's down for the moment, but we're working on it. Let me tell you, it's never been up.
Wait, you can't even
What
hatch?
the fuck?
I'm telling you, it's just a picture. There's nothing I could do with it.
You're kidding! You can't hatch?
There's nothing I could do with it. You could ask any of those community guys. It's basically worth nothing whatsoever.
Wow. So on launch day, basically nothing worked.
Okay, so it's just on launch, but surely they fixed it, right? Surely they fixed it.
And a year later, that's still true. Now after
a year later? A year? And it's still not fixed? Holy shit!
this was discovered, the price of Zoo fell 63% in just 24 hours. And at this point, Logan Paul basically goes silent on CryptoZoo. No more podcast mentions, no more saying he handmade art. CryptoZoo already got millions in investments, but Logan only speaks in the Discord twice over the next year to say, quote, sober, currently shaking my head, and yo. That was his contribution to this project. Meanwhile, his community manager, Ben Roth, was actively claiming that Logan was going to be marketing CryptoZoo.
Yo!
He told people things like, Logan is an uncontrollable marketing guru. It's over when we launch. And when we have a product to market, it'll get marketed. And marketing will crush. I promise you. And this disconnect between Logan abandoning the project and his team on CryptoZoo saying that it was going to be any day now, left investors feeling like they were being led on.
All he had to do.
What the fuck could Logan possibly say to vindicate himself from this? How in the fuck could he possibly? There's no fucking way. He's fucked. He's dead.
Was go on and tell us, look, there's something going on with this project. I'm abandoning it or whatever, before people got more and more trapped. And promising, yeah, this is gonna be great.
Oh wait, I know what you're gonna say. Yo.
But when it came to actually doing anything, he just hid away from it.
Have some decency to come out, talk to the people that invested initially, that invested along the way on all of the fake and false promises, on all of the false hype, and be honest with people.
Because surely Logan Paul, who's got this
surely
$1 billion hydration company and WWE star, he's got enough money. He doesn't need to rug us lot.
And it's because of these false promises about marketing that these poor investors believed in CryptoZoo so long. They sat and watched every Logan Paul episode trying to guess and decipher when this so-called marketing push would happen. And Logan and his team really fed into this with a lot of cryptic messages. Only a month after CryptoZoo's launch, actually, the hatch day, they started teasing this.
Not too much of this is out, but he's been working on a massive project.
And one of them will be the biggest thing I ever do. It's like my life and soul is put into this project. Is where.
Jesus fucking Christ. I actually remember this tweet. That is crazy.
Which is where most of my time these days goes.
Wow. Surely this.
Why do rich people trust? Because they're rich? Like, bro, they still want your money? That's what people don't get, right? Like, rich people aren't rich because they still get rich people taxes. So when you do get rich, you still have to work fucking hard because the government starts coming after your money, and it's scary. And rich people want to remain rich, which means they want to do whatever it fucking takes to remain on top because they know how bad it is at the bottom, which is awful, right? It's awful. You will never get to a point where you can just relax and just be comfortable for a lot of people, unless you're like 60, you're like, oh, I'm going to die in 20 years, I'll be good. It's awful. Now, rich people abuse tax loopholes to pay $500 in taxes a year. Some do if they're smart, but the problem is not every rich person is smart. A lot of people got there by accident. And if you think YouTube content creators are smart, you are poorly mistaken.
This secret project that Logan put his soul into is CryptoZoo, right? You know, the project he launched a month ago. Well, his fans certainly...
Trust me, bro. I had to pay $350,000 this year on taxes. Okay? I paid $350,000. Okay? It is what it is. If you think that I'm paying $5 a year on taxes, you are crazy, bro. And I have a whole ass team to do my taxes, and I'm still fucked.
Thought so?
I'm like, holy cow, it makes so much sense. He's talking about CryptoZoo. Ben and the dudes are like putting smiley faces and egging the rest of the community. Like, this is it, guys. You know, this is what we've been working towards. I mean, this is it.
Can you min-max taxes by making an LLC for yourself and claiming all of your expenses? Yes, you can. But that does not get rid of them in its entirety. Yes, making an LLC is good. That way you can get paid as an employee for a company, and that way companies, you know, have reduced tax rates and all that shit. And also claiming your expenses helps a lot, but that will not mitigate all of your money. At least where a lot of people are at.
It's finally happening. Logan's gonna market the project, and they kept saying that Logan's gonna market the project, and
NMP said he paid $500,000 in tax last year.
Imagine their surprise when another clip surfaces of Logan
type 1 if you pay your
finally
taxes.
Admitting this secret project.
Type 2 if you want to go to jail.
CryptoZoo at all. It's something else entirely.
I'll tell you about this project when we get closer to launch. This project of mine is going to be...
Is that the thing with the egg? Like the zoo?
No.
Okay, this one's
This one's going to be, yeah. This will be the craziest I've ever done.
Oh man, can you imagine if you're one of these investors and Logan Paul's going pitching this new secret project and you're thinking it's CryptoZoo and someone's like, oh, is it that thing with the eggs? And he's like, no, definitely not. That was the last project. This is the real project that I'm working on. Thankfully, people didn't just let this slide, because as he went around making the rounds on his new project called 99 Originals, people were like, hey, didn't you just abandon your last one? And unsurprisingly, it's not his fault. It's the bad actors who ruined the project.
As I see people giving multiple explanations for why these haven't worked, and you know there's accusations out there. How does it make you feel when people are doing these takedown videos about your NFT projects previously?
It's sad because of what I just said. There's so much going on behind the scenes. Like, Doug, I'm not the bad guy here.
Yeah.
There's some actual out there.
Yeah.
And it's not me. Like, I'm here to build.
This is a space where a lot of people do see dollar signs. Like any burgeoning industry, if there's money to be made, there's going to be both good and bad people.
There's a lot
burgeoning, just like in
a lot of shady characters in the crypto space. I'm learning all.
I'm not even gonna say that I am.
An issue with CryptoZoo, where
I'm not even gonna say the fucking name.
Took the code that he made, fled to Switzerland, and like held it hostage for $1 million. Like behind the scenes drama that took a stick and stuck it in the spokes of my wheels.
Oh, well, that wasn't expected. There's a shady developer who held up Logan's code hostage in Switzerland. That's why this hasn't...
Oh, God, the hacker. He has my code. Oh, God, he has it in a prison. My code hasn't eaten in weeks. Oh, God, they stole it. Oh, God, give it back. Yeah, fucking right, bro.
Worked the whole time. He held it hostage for $1 million. Well,
4chan hacked my internet, bro. They stole my homework.
Let's add that to the board. I mean, isn't the mystery solved? Now, obviously, the first thing I wanted to do was hunt down this developer, who we'll be calling Z here, and find out the truth of what happened. Why did he steal Logan's code for $1 million? However, I finally got a hold of him, and when I did, he admitted he took the code hostage, but he says the reason for it was nothing like what Logan had said.
He literally never paid me anything at all, ever. I never paid. And, we got to a point when I was working on it where I just realized they were just going to try to steal all of my work and not pay me. So I took all of the source code private. And I just kind of, spent like a month just trying to negotiate and get something figured out where I would finally get paid. Because, I'm on my end, I have a team of 30 engineers, so I'm earning $50,000 a week.
Based as fuck.
Building this thing. And the only thing they brought to the table were a bunch of Photoshop JPEGs.
So Z claims he wasn't blackmailing anyone. He had to hire a team to develop this whole thing, and he just wanted to be paid for the work they did. According to him, they negotiated a $1 million payday for this whole project. And from the second I heard that, I thought, oh, that's interesting, because Logan claims he spent $1 million on this whole thing. And this developer saying he's owed $1 million on this project. Now, I didn't want to just take one person's word for it, so I later confirmed with another developer who worked for something called the Blockchain Center that he also hadn't been paid.
We've been paid nothing. I would have loved to have.
That's probably not
I
good.
Don't have any.
So that's multiple sources working on the CryptoZoo team project who were not paid. Now, obviously, these are big accusations, which is why I wanted to confront Logan Paul on them. But unfortunately, we're not exactly on speaking terms.
Yeah, I wonder why, man. Yeah, I wonder why.
So I wondered, how could I speak to Logan without speaking to Logan? And that's when I found out there was someone who might know just as much about this whole story.
And I will explain everything one day with my manager, who's like in charge now.
Logan Paul's manager, a guy named Jeff Levin. He might be just what we need to settle this whole thing. So I gave him a call.
Hello?
Hey, Jeff. Hey, sorry to bother you. This is Steven with CoffeeZilla. I'm calling because I've heard reports that CryptoZoo hasn't paid their development team, and I'm just reaching out for comment before I do this story. I got your number from one of the development team, and they just wanted to... I just want to follow up on that.
I have no comment for it.
Okay, are you guys denying it, or are you saying it's not true?
Just no comment. I don't think that the information is true.
Sick.
Okay, because they're saying $1 million hasn't been paid in development for CryptoZoo, and Logan Paul said publicly that it has been paid. So...
Sick.
I mean, it's pretty serious accusation, and obviously...
Dude, a no comment might as well just be admitting the truth. Like, you might as well just say, yeah, I fucked up. Like, the no comment, bro, I just don't believe that shit. I have never heard him say no comment and then actually said anything that's, like, remotely good that came out of it.
I don't want to just run a story. If you guys have a whole side to your story here.
Your job as someone that is reporting news is to actually verify correct news.
Right, that's why I'm calling you.
I know, and that's legal grounds for that stuff. So I'm just telling you, legally, you have to report correct news with verifiable information.
Right.
Nah, I don't think so, bro. Have you heard of CNN? Because they're pretty big.
That's why I'm calling you.
Actually, CNN fake news.
They've given me a lot of things. A lot of evidence.
Okay, well, okay.
I would actually say it's the exact opposite. I would say it's the news's job to report fake news and then clickbait celebrities into weighing in order to drive more traction to their channel. My opinion. My opinion.
You can have the evidence you want, but I'm just letting you know.
Like, the best way to get one of your favorite streamers to reveal their cock is to say, oh, I heard so-and-so streamer had a 2-inch dick. And then they have to make an OnlyFans and prove them wrong. Otherwise, they'll ever be known as the 2-inch cock guy.
You report
and that's just the
on
reality.
us. I appreciate your business. I appreciate you as a person. And I'm just telling you, from a legal standpoint, as we've been advised always, is if anybody reports fake news, that's where we won't,
Yeah, this call was a mess.
That's rough.
Jeff, Logan's manager, seems to be implying that I'm not allowed to repeat allegations his own development team made, even though Logan can go on podcasts and publicly accuse those developers of stealing his code.
Yeah,
Not
that
only
makes
that,
sense.
he's the one who refuses to provide any evidence, but seems to sort of be implying that maybe we'll sue you if you tell this to anyone, which he then denies doing when I ask him if that's what he's doing.
Told you I have no comment to it. Telling you once again, from a legal standpoint, you have to report truth. If you do not verify truth.
So right here, I want to say something real quick. So you can tell right here, this is a common sign of duress in humans, especially males. This right here.
Telling you once again.
The grab and pull their beard is generally a grounding technique for those who are experiencing anxiety. So I'm assuming this call was actually quite horrible to deal with.
From a legal standpoint, you have to report truth. If you do not verify truth, then you're just allegations, and those then will be handled the way that we want to handle it.
Wait, so you're saying you refuse to give me proof that the allegations aren't true, but if I report on the allegations, you guys might sue.
No, I did not say that. I did not say that.
I'm trying to read between the lines.
Oh, what a fucking clown, bro.
Don't read between the lines.
Okay.
Listen to the exact words that I'm saying.
Okay.
Listen to the exact words I'm saying.
I'm listening.
I have no comment on the situation.
Okay.
Your job legally is to report facts. If you don't report facts on the information you're given, it is illegal.
Yes, that was a real conversation with a real person. Now, I'm no
No
lawyer, but I
way!
don't think it's a crime to say that multiple developers say they haven't been paid, and Logan's team refuses to provide any evidence or like statements.
Are you threatening me? I didn't say that, but bitch, I might be.
Or wire transfers that they have. Which, by the way, seems incredibly ironic, given just how much Logan whines about not being paid by Floyd Mayweather.
Where's my money, bitch? Floyd never paid me for our fight. Who am I, the IRS?
Nope, but you might be the CryptoZoo dev team. Now, in all seriousness, I do want to acknowledge something which actually kind of looks bad a bit on the developers, because it turns out very few written contracts were actually done. So much of this were verbal deals like, oh, we'll take care of you. We'll give you $350K. We'll give you $1 million. We'll give you whatever. But then when it was time to actually sign the deals, there's just always delays.
What kind of promises were made to you? Verbal promises, basically. So verbal promises, and then we follow.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a trend that I see people falling into these days where they say, oh, well, he told me he would. Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. It's kind of like for defending your side of drama. It doesn't matter what the truth is. It only matters what you can prove. That's kind of how the world is working. And it doesn't matter what people say. The only thing that matters is what people can be legally bound to. So I hope nobody's working a job right now by somebody who said, oh, yeah, we'll definitely pay you in 2 weeks. Make sure you have absolutely everything in writing. Absolutely everything.
Follow up with like a physical paper agreement. But that's when communication broke down.
This is where I think the dev guys screwed up and led to this whole situation of like, okay, we're
kind of like that time you said 24-hour stream. Donkey Wonk, what the fuck are you talking about? And second of all, that was once again a verbal. I don't even remember doing that. I don't even remember doing that. I don't even think that's true. Prove it. When the fuck did I ever say that? And I never did that. You are bullshitting me. Okay? Or the 100 times. Dude, my stream crashed, you psychopaths. What the fuck do you want me to send the clip? Didn't say I promise. Weird. Nor did they say I give you my word. I said words. I definitely said words. But I never gave you my word. Weird. You said 5 gifted and will play? Those are merely just words. If I didn't promise, it doesn't mean anything. Sorry. That's the truth. How do you have this clip ready? Are you upset? Are you mad? You're mad. You don't even know why you're mad. You're mad for the sake of being mad. Dude, I remember how bad of a spot I was in back then. Bro, I was miserable during the subathon. I was fucking miserable. Sorry, man. You're not going to guilt me. Also, bro, get that fucking hat off of your head, bro. Get that hat off of your fucking head. You actually look so much better now. Hey, bro, I agree. I 1,000,000% agree, bro.
We're just going to take the code private until you pay us for our work.
I look like a dead-ass different human being.
And to be clear, I'm not justifying not paying someone for what they did. I'm just playing devil's advocate and saying this could have all been avoided by just getting every detail in writing. And I think it's just a good general lesson. But if you're thinking that that's the $1 million mystery solved, well, no, because this still doesn't make sense. Why not just pay the dev team what you publicly said you kind of already paid them?
No, I'm good.
Why not pay for a game that now isn't launched and now investors are so angry
Fuck, that's
about?
awful, bro.
Why not pay when you already made millions from minting the eggs on this game? Well, this is where things get even stranger, because right when I was ready to pin everything on Logan, and believe me, he is at fault, I was speaking to the Z developer, and I heard a name that I hadn't heard before.
I basically came in with Eddie, and Eddie promised me 5% of the tokens and $1 million. He literally never paid me.
Wait a second. Who's Eddie? I thought that all of this was Logan Paul. I only put it together when the Blockchain Center guys also said a similar thing about their deal. They said they were promised $350K, and it was Ibanez. They say they had no communications with Logan. But we know they weren't talking about different people. They both dealt with the same guy. So the guy's name, I put it together, must be Eddie Ibanez. Turns out he was managing the developers. What's this random guy doing in Logan Paul's project? And who is he? Who is Eddie Ibanez?
Yes, hi, my name's Eddie Ibanez, lead developer here at Crypto.
They got the fucking scammer?
This reporter says Eddie's entire story is fake.
Wait, what?
To continuously lie, lead people on, hype people up, to put more money in, all the while in the background, things are going down, things are hitting the fan, and you've left us holding the bag.
Logan, you stole 40 million in
40 million
tokens from me. You are a scam artist. You are a liar, and you betrayed your own community.
Holy shit!
You aren't that guy. Logan replies, "Oh, trust me, bro. I am that guy."
No way.